USC Aiken won the national championship in the NCAA Division II men's golf for 2004, 2005, and 2006. Later, you'll hear from two USC Aiken golfers who played on those national championship teams, Dane Burkhart and Scott Brown. As of right now, our golf team is currently ranked number 3 in the nation. Much of this success can be attributed to our golf coach, Mike Carlisle. Coach Carlisle is proud of the USC Aiken golf program, and lately, he is especially proud of our team's custom-made Mercedes golf van.
Everybody has their own seat, everybody has their own connection to the internet, and they can get their work done in a quality manner. This van, being designed specifically for a college golf team, has a separate storage area which all equipment, clubs, bags, luggage, everything is stored and is not in the way and doesn't cause any problems with our travel. We're very excited about our new golf van. When we travel to tournaments, we have very high visibility. We're like a rolling billboard for the athletic department and for the University of South Carolina Aiken. We pull up in the parking lots and we park next to vans from Clemson, from other ACC and SEC schools, Georgia Tech. People look at the University of South Carolina and say, well, hey, they got a great golf program. They must have great support back at the university for them to be able to provide this for their student athletes. Here at the university, we depend upon the area golf courses to allow us to use their golf courses and their practice facilities to play and practice on a regular basis. This has worked out great, but it has become more difficult in recent years as these golf courses continue to get more traffic and more play and more pressure on them from outside high school, middle school teams to play. Also, we look to the future. We anticipate in the near future that the University of South Carolina will add women's golf as an intercollegiate sport. Currently, there are only 2 teams in the Peach Belt Athletic Conference that do not offer women's golf. USC Aiken is one of them. I've already talked with some of the area club managers, professionals, and mentioned about adding women's golf. And the first response I get from them is that that would be very difficult for us to do and very difficult for us to continue our relationship with them. So we have a great need to get our own on-campus practice facility for our men's and future women's teams to be able to play and practice and continue the excellence that we've had in the past. Hey Bob, it's Michael Carlisle, USC Aiken. How you doing? Good. Hey, I was just calling to check to see if we could possibly use your practice facility this afternoon. We've got 12 guys. Right now, on a daily basis, we have to call the area golf course to find a place to practice. Playing an area golf course is not difficult at all. We can go out 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon at most any of the area clubs and actually play. But playing is only about half of what we need to do to prepare to win national championships. We have times where we need to work on short game, we need to hit balls, we need to get on the range and work on mechanics of the golf swing. And not having an area of our own on campus to do that makes it very difficult. We have to schedule area clubs.
South Carolina has a team practice facility, Georgia has a team practice facility, Oklahoma State, all really great programs, have a place where the golf team can go and practice by themselves and with the coach and kind of do what they need to do to prepare for tournaments. And it's such a huge thing. Palmetto was great that we had the ability to go out there whenever we wanted to, but it still wasn't our own place. And I think in college sports, I think you have to have that as a team, somewhere you can go and kind of retreat and work on what you need to.
You know, when you compete at the highest level, you need to work on things like, you know, your wedge game, and you need to have big putting greens and a practice facility that, you know, you can hit drivers and things like that at. So, you know, I think that would be a big bonus for USC Aiken to get something like that.
Here is a plan of the entire golf facility project. Notice its north-south orientation and its location near the Gregg Highway. Construction limits include 36.4 acres, and access to the facility will be from the Gregg Highway. In this ground-level picture of the property facing north, you can see that the site has been cleared. The harvested trees were used as biomass fuel. Here are the beginning stages of site preparation. To meet county stormwater runoff requirements, the construction project must incorporate a stormwater detention system. Traditional design includes a large pond surrounded by a fence. The detention pond for this project is ingeniously incorporated within the construction limits. A second, smaller detention pond will be built to accommodate runoff from the driveway and the parking area. Site work continues with silt fence and erosion control measures installed. Notice the stormwater system installed to capture the runoff from the entranceway. Detention must be installed first to keep silt from washing off the property. Stage 3 completes the site work and installation of the entrance. All erosion control measures are installed, and the site is seeded to reduce runoff. Total acres repurposed is 22. Upkeep and turf management will be key components to the success of this facility. Tee boxes will be installed on the north and south ends of the range so that the men's and women's teams can practice simultaneously. Opposing tee boxes will allow practices to take advantage of changing wind and sun conditions. Here is a closer look at the entranceway design and tie-in to the Gregg Highway. The South Carolina Department of Transportation has approved this entrance encroachment and a permit has been issued. Our USC Aiken Golf facility is shovel-ready. Approvals and permits have been issued. With the proper funding in place, construction could be completed within a year.
Winning is just such an emotional high, and that was our drug during college. We fueled off of that. Once we knew what it was like to win, we wanted to continue in that. And as a team in college, I think you really have to have a strong bond with your other teammates, and you also all have to have that drive to win. I think the great thing about our team is that since we kind of grew up with each other, we had that natural competition because we had always played against each other.
It's a tremendous school with a tremendous golf arena. It's rich in history. I think success has been proven at USC Aiken for the last 20 years. 3 national titles, and I think they've been at least to the national championship, 17 out of the last 20 years, or something crazy like that. So I just think if you want to have a successful career and compete at the highest level, USC Aiken's the place to be.
I think the tradition of USC Aiken is continuing to grow. I think we kind of started something a couple years ago when we got on the national spotlight winning national championships, and I think that's only going to continue. Aiken's always been known for great golfers coming out of this area, and now USC Aiken's becoming a nationally recognized program. After we won those 3 national championships, there wasn't a golf tournament or college player I met that didn't know who we were. Being a Division II program, sometimes you don't get the exposure that the Division I schools get, but everybody knows who USC Aiken is now. They know the strength of the golf program. They know how well Coach is able to recruit players. And if the golf facility is able to come about over the next couple of years, it's only going to increase the productivity and the greatness of USC Aiken. Such a huge recruiting tool is being able to give players, something that they want to come to the school for. USC Aiken has done a great job with that, with the baseball stadium and the new basketball and volleyball stadium with the Convocation Center. And it's only fitting now that the golf program gets something like that, where they can call their own because of what USC Aiken's been able to do with the sports over the last couple of years.
Welcome to the USC Aiken Clubhouse for the Golf Practice Facility. As you pass the state-of-the-art team golf van, you see the entrance to this impressive facility. The 5,300 square foot indoor-outdoor facility includes 2 driving bays where student golfers can practice in inclement weather. Additionally, this facility will have space for up-to-date swing analysis equipment. Also seen are the patio and upper deck of the 2-story concept building. Please come inside, where you are greeted at the reception area. Notice the stairs to the lower level on the right. As you proceed down the hall, you pass the entrance to the conference room, offices, and kitchen as you enter the common area of the facility, which overlooks the greens. Downstairs, please tour our locker room facility, mirrored on the other side of the building in anticipation of USC Aiken Women's Golf. Also on the lower level is a laundry facility. Designed exclusively for the USC Aiken golf team, the entire project will encompass 36 acres. The golf practice area will include a 350-yard driving range, a closely mown chipping area for short game development, a short game area with bunkers, and grass putting greens.
We didn't know what it was like to win until that year at Nationals, and things just kind of clicked, and we played well and we hung in there, and then in the end, you know, we were the national champions. I remember that year it was a big sports festival down in Orlando for all of Division II sports, and they had camera crews out there, and we won. And I remember, I forget who the last person to come was, I can't remember if it was Brownie or Clint to make the last putt, and we all just kind of stood there in shock that we had just won a national championship. We didn't know what it was like to win a tournament, much less a national championship. So for us, that was just kind of the start of our dynasty, as it was referred to. You know, after we won nationals our sophomore year, we just kind of took off. I don't remember how many tournaments we won my junior and senior year, but it seemed like basically every tournament we played in, we won or were in serious competition for. You know, and I think that's really what it takes. So much of golf is confidence, and once we got that first taste of it, you know, it was still, you know, me and Scott and Clint Smith still had 3 more years to play, and so we felt like we could do a lot of really good things in college golf, and we went on to do those.
Our players know what it's like to be on a championship team. They have seen the national championship trophies. They have seen Scott Brown on the PGA Tour. They know what it's like to be winners, and they're ready to get back there.